What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Simgamingnetwork, where it's all sim all the time. Today, we're talking college football 26 sliders, but you might have noticed it looks a little bit different than my normal intro to the video, and that's because I am in my parents' house. I'm back in the great state of Colorado, where I have returned after 3.5 months to pick up my dogs and my car. And coincidentally, the last time I was here was the last time I dropped a college football 26 slider update 4 months ago. So we are definitely due. And these sliders are built off of my most recent Madden 26 sliders, which play so good. And luckily for me, the games are built so similar that these sliders play just as good. And this time away on vacation has allowed me to finish these sliders for you guys. So I'm going to break down everything you need to get the best possible gameplay for college football, to squeeze every ounce left of the game before 27 drops in 3 months. So don't go anywhere. I'm giving you everything you need next.
And Bonds hits one high. It's a dig. It is out of here. This is caught. Diggs. Sideline. Touchdown. Unbelievable. Bryant for the win. Bang. Watch out. He's got getting away from the top speed. By Michael Short.
So before we get started, I just want to take a quick moment to say thank you for checking out my channel, man. I appreciate it. And if you are new, if you could do me a favor, subscribe. It really helps me out. I'm pushing towards 25,000 subs. Every new sub counts, and it also makes sure that you see all my new college football 27 videos that are going to get released when that game drops in a couple months. Also, if you could do me a favor, like this video and do YouTube's new hype feature, man. That's free as well, and that really helps me out by pushing my video in the algorithm. So appreciate the love you guys are giving me for doing that. Now let's dive into everything that you need for this slider setup. And I do want to take a quick moment to say I am going to try to keep this as short as possible, so I'm not going to go into particular details about certain settings or things you need to do if I have a video that I've made that goes further into detail. I will tell you what you need to do. I will reference that video. You can either follow me blindly, or you can go watch that video if you want more in-depth explanation. It's your choice, but I'm keeping this video short by not rehashing out details that I literally have in another video. That being said, the first thing you need to do is a profile delete, which I do have a video for, telling you how to do it, explaining to you when to do it and why to do it, that you can watch if you don't want to just follow me blindly. But you need to do the profile delete. You make sure you do it the right way. You'll know you've done it the right way if you re-accept the terms and conditions when you restart the game. Once you have that done, we are going to just tab on over to our settings tab. And once we are here, I'm going to go through the things that are important. There are several things that are going to be user preference, so please do not ask me about things that I state need to be user preference or I don't care. That's so frustrating. First thing, difficulty level needs to be on Heisman. That is a must. Clock management. Okay, first thing here, user preference. I'm at 13 and 20 runoff because I'm trying to get that 120 to 130 total plays to replicate real life college football. I understand that everyone wants to play on 13 and 20. You can play whatever you want. Okay, I'm just telling you why I'm on 13 and 20. Wear and tear. This is completely user preference. Now, everyone asks me every video what wear and tear I'm using. I have been working on a new wear and tear set. This is it. What you're looking at right here is the new wear and tear set that I've been testing and working on. And so far, so good. I like it. I'm trying to get further into a season to see how it holds up. But as far as in-game, things like that, it's been really good. I do like it. If you want to try it, here they are. If you want to use someone else's wear and tear, go for it. Okay, user preference on the wear and tear. Passing mechanic needs to be revamped. You could use classic or you could use placement, but there is no placement inaccuracy as it kind of eliminates player ratings to an extent. So ideally you're on revamped passing because that's the best one in my opinion anyway. And then what we're going to do with the slider set is we're going to use pass lead increase as a way to adjust your pass accuracy slider without actually having to touch user pass accuracy. Basically, if you have a very good quarterback or you are just dotting up the CPU, you never have off-target throws, you're going to want to put this up to large and put the reticle speed up to 20. That'll give you more of a challenge when passing. Now, if you are really struggling to throw accurate passes against the CPU with maybe a lower rated quarterback or whatever it may be, put the reticle speed back to 10 and drop this down to small, right? It does make a difference. For the sake of that, I'm starting at the healthy balance of medium. This is where I'm starting. This is where I recommend you start. But pass lead and reticle speed are great ways to make the user passing harder or easier without touching the accuracy slider. AI wide receiver for user teams needs to be turned off. Shout out to Mills for putting me on this one. I mean, it wasn't him who discovered this, but it was somebody else. I don't remember who it was, but he's the one who put that information out there that I then saw. Make sure AI wide receiver for user teams is turned off. Why does this matter? Again, because we are not user catching. Ball hawk off. This is mandatory. This is not user preference. You need to have ball hawk off. No user catching, offense or defense. It's my one house rule. Everything else here is user preference. You can see I have heat seeker assist on and defensive switch assist on, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. Injuries 25, fatigue 50. Big change here. Player speed scale is now up to 100. All year I've been on 17 for both this game and Madden, and I have a video up that explained why. However, despite the information on that, 100 just feels better, man. It is what it is. I was on 100 for Madden 25. I was on 100 for Madden 24. I might have been on it for 23. I don't remember, but I was on 100 for Madden for a couple years. This is my first time deviating from it, and honestly, I'm just going back to 100. That's where I feel like the game plays the best, feels the best, so that's why we're there. Precipitation sliders. These are all user preference, man. Use whatever you want to for these. Now, you do need to have precipitation movement at 100 to match the speed parity, but everything in between, whatever you want. This is what I am currently using for precipitation, but again, you do not need to use these if you do not want to. We're going to continue through what your main menu settings are. Penalties, we're going to leave them all default, not touch them. Player skill, we are zeroing them all out. Make sure they're all set to 0, even the special teams, and then make sure you save it. Just click on the bottom screen there, save it. I call mine user 0. That way you can quickly load it later whenever there's a profile delete or whatever's going on. Main menu settings do have an impact in franchise mode on Madden and in Dynasty mode in college football. I had several people test this out to verify this. When you have player skill at 0, CPU skill at 100, the CPU played completely different than if you vice versa that and put CPU skill at 0 and player skill at 100 in the main menu. If you don't believe me, you can test it out yourself. You're free to do that. I had like 6 people tested it, give me feedback. All of it was consistent. So that's why we're zeroing these both out. Visual feedback, turn everything off. We want a clean screen, no user catching, so we don't need obviously information for that. Turn everything off. I have Dynasty scores on as the only option. And then camera, of course, user preference. That doesn't really matter there. Audio settings. I do have a video for that. If you want to check them out, if you want to check out the video, see how it's going to sound, it's right there on the screen for you. You can check it out. If not, here they are. But again, user preference because it's just audio settings. Once you have that completed, we're going to back out of there and we're going to go into our Dynasty. Quick note, after you've completed a profile delete, which every single one of you should be doing for this, if you go to Dynasty and you hit continue, it won't load anything. Nothing will be there. Your Dynasty was not deleted. I've had people freak out on me about that. It's just because you deleted your profile, it doesn't know what to load. So you just need to go down here and hit load, pick your Dynasty, it'll load. After that, from every point forward, you can hit continue. Just putting that FYI out there for everyone who does a profile delete and thinks that their franchise or their Dynasty got deleted. It will not delete your Dynasty. That is what you need to do.
Hey, if you're watching this video, that means you want the most realistic experience for your sports franchises. And by definition, that makes you a sim gamer. So I want to let you know that the Sim Gaming Network merch store has gone live. Got a lot of great designs for t-shirts, coffee mugs, hoodies, like you can see here, Sim Gaming Revolution, that you can go ahead and check out and maybe add to the cart. This is a great way to let people know where you stand in sports video games, that you like to play realistically, you're a sim head, part of Sim Nation, and a lot of the designs are geared towards that. There's not really any references to my channel specifically, so go head on over, check out the store, link is in the description, add something to your cart, and rep Sim Nation.
First thing, league settings. We're going to make sure our difficulty's on Heisman. That is the only thing on this screen that matters, but make sure you're on Heisman in your Dynasty. Then, XP sliders, I'm not going to go into the screen. I do have a video where I talk about my XP slider set that I do offer, and the testing that I did, and I give those numbers. If you want to use my XP sliders, awesome, great, appreciate it. If you don't want to, you want to use somebody else's, I understand, not a big deal. Do whatever you want to, it's user preference. Before we get to the gameplay sliders, I'm going to go over here and touch on our auto subs, because auto subs have an impact on gameplay, and that is how I utilize auto subs. I'm the only slider creator who uses auto subs this way, so I don't really give out the secret to the sauce, I guess, if you want to say it that way. However, if you want this slider set to play as intended, you need to follow this setup. Now, some people are going to get upset because, well, what about player rotations? Bro, auto subs don't do a good job for player rotations. You have to jack up fatigue, which does have impacts on gameplay, and you still run into disappearing players because they can never recover to a certain point. So you're not really solving any problems when you use auto subs for player rotations anyway. Instead, you're going to want to use wear and tear sub strategy to get player rotations, as this works much better anyway. So your auto subs need to be set exactly how I show them here. Wear and tear sub strategy is 100% user preference. Do with it what you want, but quarterback needs to be 25-75 auto sub. Halfback auto sub needs to be 50-75. Wide receiver 25-75. Tight end 50-75. Offensive line 50-75. Defensive tackle 25-75, defensive end 50-75, linebacker 50-75, cornerback 25-50, safety 25-75. Make sure you hit accept in the bottom left side of your screen, otherwise it will not save. But once you have that saved, we can move on over to the gameplay sliders. I think you guys are going to be surprised here when I tell you that most of it's default, man. The first thing you want to do is hit reset and then import custom sliders, which is going to bring in the sliders from the menu. Everything here is going to be 0. You're just going to bump these all up to 50. Every single player's skill and CPU skill slider is 50, with the exception of pass defense reaction 75, pass coverage 25. It's crazy to think that for the first time all year, we're going to have quarterback accuracy for the CPU on 50 on Heisman difficulty. And when I tell you that been getting realistic completion percentages because of how the coverage is working now, that is what is allowing this to happen. It is absolutely crazy, but I do truly believe that the further you stray from default 50 player and CPU skills, the worse the game gets, which is why my slider sets, I only typically mess with 2 to maybe 3. The third one is going to be if you are running the ball too consistently well against the CPU, even though we're on Heisman, what you're going to want to do is increase the tackling slider for the CPU. You probably want to bump this up to 75. If it's too hard at that point, you can lower it. If it's too easy, bump it up to 100. This is going to be your run defense slider for the CPU. Start with 50, give it a couple games, look at your matchups, and if you feel like you are running too easily for what you are expecting, just raise this up. That'll be the third slider messed with under the CPU, potentially. Special teams is 100% user preference. This is what I have mine set on, but if you're really accurate or whatever with your kicks, you want to lower this, go for it, but use your preference for the special teams. Your game options will pull in from your main menu, so we don't really need to worry about anything there. We're going to just continue all the way down to penalties. Offside 60, false start 70, holding 55, face mask 25, DPI 50, illegal block in the back 65, and new, first time all year, intentional grounding is going to be turned on, because with roughing the passer turned down to 0, the quarterback play is just so much better with intentional grounding turned on. I have been on off for this for so long, but man alive, is the quarterback play better with it on in combination with roughing the passer at 0. Running the kicker is turned off as well. And before we get off of the screen and continue, we're going to talk about this lovely penalty, holding. Last video, I said in the video, it was at 60 in the last video, I said, hey, if you're getting too many holding calls, you can lower it. Apparently people don't listen, because the amount of comments I got about too many holding calls blew my mind. Lower it, guys. The reason this is at 55 is because there are some games where, yes, you're going to get extreme amount of holding calls. There's other games, though, where you're going to hardly get any. And there's going to be a couple games where it's really balanced. The way I look at it is, false start is hardly called. You don't get illegal motion, illegal shift. You don't really get any other offensive penalties called in the game. Not only that, DPI is called rarely, extremely rarely in this game. And there's really no other defensive penalty that's called, because DPI is very, very rare. Face mask doesn't get called. Offsides is very, very rare. There's no defensive holding. So when you look at the totality of how many penalties are actually called and the penalty yardage, even with holding at 55 and some pretty obscure numbers at times, the numbers actually break down to being fairly realistic. I do understand the frustration of it, though. So if you are getting more than what you'd like, just lower it. Not all the way to 50, just go down to like 54. I heard 53 was really, really good number, but just lower this one. You can play with it a little bit. I don't need y'all telling me you got a million holding calls in the game. I don't care. I'm telling you, if you're getting too many, to lower it. Same with illegal block in the back. But again, we want penalties, right? And there's no other penalties that really get called correctly in the game or frequently. We don't even have most of the penalties that are even called in today's game in the game. So, look at it from that perspective. Next thing I do want to mention, and this is so stupid that this is even a thing, but it is a thing. What I have noticed, and what I've had other people comment in the Discord, and my guy Colt45, shout out to him, he tests all the time for me, and this was happening to him too. So I'm going to relay it to you guys as important information for the slider video. If you do a profile delete, the first game is going to come in and play really, really great. I had people tell me after that, though, the second game was just awful. Quarterbacks were going back to robo quarterback 80, 90%. It just played completely different. It wasn't feeling the same. And someone was telling me that they just, in order to just get the gameplay, they were doing a profile delete after every single game, which is not something you need to do. Instead, what you need to do, and I'm telling, it doesn't make any sense, but it works, is whenever you're going to play your next game or play your game, you are going to go to the play game screen where you're going to select controller select screen uniforms. You're just going to go in here. Once you see the bottom right hand screen, which it was just saying saving profile finish, you're going to back out of this screen. You are then going to back all the way out to the main menu. You are then going to load back in to your Dynasty, and then you are going to go play that game. As stupid as this is, this works. This is the only way I've been able to get consistent gameplay. And my guy Colt45, who hopefully he'll go put his experience in the comment section of this video, I'll ask him to, was having this issue too. He was playing and it was great, and then he started getting this crap happening to him with the quarterbacks just turned robo. Everything felt different. I told him to do this, and boom, it cleared it right up right away, fixed it. I hate that we have to do it. It takes like an extra 35 to 40 seconds of your time, but it is worth it to the point that I am telling you about it in this video. I don't believe this matters if you're in an online dynasty. I truly believe this is more of a offline dynasty thing, but something I still wanted to mention. Otherwise, guys, that's it. That's the sliders. Let me know what you think of the gameplay in the comment section below. I think this is going to carry you guys through for the next 3 months until College Football 27 drops, because the gameplay has been the best it has been all year on this slider set. Otherwise, guys, that is it from me. Stay tuned to the next one. Peace.